Thank you for joining us for this week's PAVE Coffee Chat. Please join me in welcoming two accomplished executives from Maya Romanoff, Jennifer Block, Vice President of Business Development and PAVE Board Director, and also welcome to the CEO of Maya Romanoff, Joyce Romanoff. Both women have boundless energy and passion for the company, products, and mission statement. It's got to be beautiful. At the conclusion of today's chat, we'll be hosting a brief Q&A. Please send in your questions using the Q&A button found at the bottom of your screen. Now I will turn it over to you, Jennifer and Joyce.
Great. Hi. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for attending today, and welcome to our, there we are.
Hi.
Our first ever webinar, and we are broadcasting from my home in Westchester, New York. And we are very lucky today to have my mother, Joyce, with us.
We weren't planning on it, but it worked out that I took a 13-hour trip from Chicago to New York for a family event.
My daughter's bat mitzvah is this Saturday. It was supposed to be April, but we have decided
it's a pandemic situation, of course, and
no other reason.
Yeah, I know. And I didn't take a plane. I chose to drive, and we were very lucky because we're the only ones on the road. The roads are empty. If anybody wants to take a long trip, it's
lucky.
So please look at this product. Won't believe the price point or the beauty of it.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry. I think there might be a menu towards the bottom of your slides that every time you move your mouse, it brings up a big gray square on our end, so we're unable to read some of the bottoms of your slides.
So what do we do?
Okay, give me a second.
See if you can maybe, when you switch slides, use your mouse or use the buttons on your keyboard versus your mouse.
Sure.
And just make sure you're not hovering over the little menu towards the bottom.
Yeah, that's weird. And you know what? We don't see anybody anymore, like you guys, but or us, but that's okay. So now
I feel your presence.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Why don't I move? Thank you for letting me know. Is that any better? Is that good?
Yes, now it's towards the top, so it's very light on the top of your
Thank
screen.
you for letting us know.
Yes. And it's actually the last. Oh no, it's not the last slide.
It's
So
not
we're
the
good.
last.
Almost last slide. So we're close though. Actually, Nikki, do you know how to get our faces back? Those little squares. Is it the? There we are. Yes.
And there's David.
Okay, and then thank you. And then I'm just going to. Am I sharing now or no? There it is. Okay. Thank you. Ben, I see I don't know what's going on. So this also is new as a Giro Chevron pattern, which is in our collection.
Actually, it's the houndstooth.
Yep, the houndstooth. The houndstooth. And it's our thin wood veneer that we're going to show you.
Paulownia wood.
Paulownia wood,
which is about 1/16 of a millimeter thick. If I took the paper backing off of it, it would look like it would look like cheesecloth. So very little wood. Again, very sustainable product. It gives you the look of the most expensive millwork, and it's easy to install and goes around corners and columns. And this is Summer, who's our design manager's rescue greyhound. And she posed perfectly. Look at her ears, because we thought she'd be a perfect model for houndstooth. And it is a really beautiful contemporary design. And Jennifer is going to show you a chevron close up, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So now I am, and so we're going to just show you the 3 products. We're getting ready in the production area. We're just going to show you 3 products that we're going to make right now. One being the wood veneers. And we have about 12 different patterns. One of them, our most popular, is this chevron pattern.
And you can see the texture and the slight metallic in these products. It is quite gorgeous. And
I really hope you're getting you can see the detail here of the wood inlay.
So we're not painting over the wood. We're applying a transparent finish. So we actually staining it. So we don't want it to look like it was painted over. We want it to look like it was a natural part of the wood veneer.
And as you can see, it comes in 15 different colorways. Standard, right. And we could make any color. I've even had a purple for this. We could literally do any color we'd like. And I just want to
because I have to interrupt here, and because we are handmade, we can do any product of ours custom. But when you're making a production product, the minimums are smaller, and we welcome any custom colors design, because that only adds to our repertoire.
Look at these. Oh, go ahead, Joyce.
Oh, this is the Kardashian home.
Thanks to Jeff Andrews.
Yeah, Jeff Andrews, he's amazing. And when he called and asked for the product, he said, they asked me to ask for a discount. So I go, let me, hold on, please. No. Sorry.
This is their home as well.
But they did some beautiful work here.
Yeah,
and we're proud of it. Yeah, and we're in a lot of their homes.
Yes.
Jeff Andrews is a big fan.
Yes.
And this is Chevron again.
See, here's the baby. I told you, baby and puppies.
Yeah.
Just some. This is another interesting. This is Chevron on a table. That
A conference room table, which was really a unique idea. Just put the wood down, piece of glass, and you're good.
Yes, great. So let me move on to show you the
And where can we find all these photos?
on our Dropbox. We're very proud of our Maya Romanoff Dropbox.
Yes.
We're doing
We're doing a little chorus.
Wait, what's that? What's the
I don't know.
the TV, the Home Shopping Network?
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, bring it out, folks.
I think we like it when you can't hear the audience.
Yeah, it's good. We don't know if they hate us or love us. But.
That's right.
And we
Oh
don't
my
care.
God, and we don't care. Okay, glass beads. This is something I do have to give my mother credit for. This was created during a expensive lunch with a client, and she said to you, what did she say?
She says, I'm trying to do this retail store, as a matter of fact. And I'm looking to design a glass bead flexible product, and there's nothing out there. All they have is plastic beads, and I want something that's going to pop. So I said, we can do it. And I brought her another drink, and 6 months later, we had a product, and it was the first time it was used on the 34th Street Victoria's Secret store in all the insets. So, and that gave birth to lots of incarnations, changing the sides of the beads, adding metal leaf, and doing very one size or two size or three size beads. We did a lot of very interesting incarnations, and most of them were developed by the client itself. Because whatever you do, they say, I love this, but can you do this? And that leads to a lot of discovery and new products. And I always say that Bedazzled launched 1,000 imitations. But as you see here, no one makes it like us.
Here it is on the ceiling. This is the leaf that I couldn't resist showing.
Yeah.
This is the Tiffany Suite in St. Regis. I love this.
That's great too.
Great. And let me just show you, because I know they're standing by to do the video. The last one that
do the
presentation, right?
Yeah.
Is Shimmering Burlap. This is that Brooklyn meets Manhattan. And I got to show you these up close here. Look at that.
And you know what's interesting? The mica has just a touch of glistening. So it's not overwhelming, but it does
special tool that we use to apply glue in a very systematic architectural manner. Because what we found as we were developing this product is you can't just randomly apply glue down because it starts looking sloppy and
Right.
it doesn't flow right on a wall. So
there's actually a pattern.
There's an
Yeah.
actual pattern to this. And then after the glue has a chance to set, it's got to cure to a certain level. Then we're going to go back and we're going to actually flock down the mica, which is what you see happening now. And then Soren is taking her brush and scraping away or brushing off all of the loose flakes.
Okay.
Great.
Are you going to shake it and so we can see what it looks like without the excess?
What we
And
can do
again,
is-
this
yeah.
mica is being saved, the excess, and going to be recycled into the next order.
That's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll hold it up. But of course, just like our bedazzled, our glass beads, there's a final step with a proprietary coating that we apply
Right.
that will get sprayed on. And what that's going to do is it's going to seal over the entire product. It's going to add the durability, and it's going to make sure that all these flakes stay on.
So it won't change. It'll be
That's
the
right.
way it is.
That's right.
Yeah. David, how
So,
long is that length there?
This is a 3-yard piece.
Wow. So basically that is a wall horizontal.
How long
This
is
is-
that?
Here, offhand, it looks like, Kaylin, how long is this piece that you're painting right now? It's a 12-yard piece.
Wow.
So now after this piece is finished, they actually just started this order. It's going to go up onto this festoon rack over here. And this is common for a lot of the products that we produce, where we go up on a festoon, and that's a way for us to air dry what we paint. and we could just keep putting them up on the racks and pushing and pushing and pushing. And we can get a lot of product up there until we.
And
finish
why do
the
we do
order.
that?
So we need a place so that the product can dry, and this is a very efficient way of air drying product in terms of space usage. So that's why we do it.
And also it has a
And-
better finish when it's air dried than when it's heated. So
Right.
we found that out through
Right.
many years of making. This is our #1 selling product this year is a Giro.
Yes.
Mhm.
And what's very interesting to me is that they're painting it now. As you said, it goes up to dry. And then that's it for the production. We then quality control it to make sure it's all matched and there's no, didn't dry funny. And we label the top, the bottom, but this is a finished product right here once it's dry.
Well, right. But to your point, every single product that we manufacture here in our facility and in our mills around the world are going to be inspected by our inspection team here in Skokie. We're going to lay out all panels and we're going to inspect them for quality and consistency. And then we're going to grade them where we're going to number them 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Before it leaves here. So it makes it easier for the installers once they receive it.
Right. We only look good as our installers hang it.
Right.
Right.
Great.
So here actually are a
thank
few
you.
other patterns in the Giro that happen to be hanging up. This is our fanfare.
What is that?
Fanfare.
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 That's a very Art Deco look.
Right, and then behind here is
Coffers.
right? And then behind there is sunburns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So
Okay.
go ahead.
I was going to say we'd love to answer any questions that
Yes.
anybody has.
And I hope that you thank you, David, for
got it.
working with us. And you were terrific, as usual, and all our artisans. I want to thank them. And basically, I want to thank all of you for supporting us. We are not a giant business. We are a family business. And this is the time when we all do the best we can to work together and support each other and take care of one another.
Yes. But the most important things that you saw is, in that video is that because we are local and in Chicago, it's very easy for us to do custom, and people often come to us to find that unique wall covering, because we have the ability to do something fabulous and turn it around relatively quick. It's not being shipped all around the world. So we love doing customs. We actually get a lot of our product ideas from
yes.
you, just like
I
the
would
glass
say
bead.
about designers, because you are the smartest people we know.
All right, next question, and a hello from Harry Cunningham. This is
Oh,
question.
hi, Harry.
He's curious. So, your product is so beautiful and is even more greatly appreciated when you can see it up close. If people aren't as willing or able to see it up close, what are your thoughts on how people will shift their shopping behaviors, and what new ways of selling are you all thinking about as you move forward?
So, Harry, an amazing question. Thank you.
And Jennifer has been working on this since in March.
I was just giving Harry kudos for his question. But yes, that's a perfect, it really is a good question, because
We're in a different time.
Yeah. So let me just tell you all the ways that you can. One, you could go into our showrooms once they are open. If you don't want to, we have all the safety measures in place, certain amounts of people based on how big that showroom is. New York, it's about a half a person can go in at a time because it's so small. You could also make a one-on-one appointment, so you're in there alone if you want. You can do a virtual appointment on your phone. All of our staff at corporate client services and in the showrooms can walk you through that way, either in the showroom, or they could walk you through a presentation similar to what we're doing.
And actually, I have to interrupt and give Jennifer some kudos. She developed an amazing virtual sales presentation for all our reps around the world, and to show them how to show our products when you can't be there, and how to instantly order samples and get any questions answered.
Yeah, and it's really utilizing that Dropbox, that Maya Romanoff Dropbox.com, because everything is very high resolution on there, and you can get very close up. You could also grab those as the swatches for your renderings and put them in very easily, because they're at the download them. I hear because you're doing more rendering these days,
right?
For clients, so you can grab that. And then most importantly, sampling as and you could, what we're also seeing in the last couple months is, especially for the people that haven't been able to come in or are close, say, I'm really looking for blues and greens for this project, and they give a little bit more, and then we'll do the shopping for them and just put them in the mail, and you'll get them the next day, or messenger.
I think better than most, because we're very particular about photography.
We got a couple more questions. We'll try to run through these last couple.
No problem. Yes.
I'm sorry.
We'll be quick.
And this one came in from Julie Lynn. She wants to know.
Julie.
and I'll probably butcher the product, the Ajaro product. Can it be applied to
Yes.
millwork, wood panels as a way of refinishing or resurfacing them?
You broke out a little bit. So the question is, can it be applied to as
Can that product
resurfacing?
be applied to existing millwork, wood panels as a way of refinishing
Yes.
or resurfacing them?
Yes.
Yes. It's often used for desks. They are, everything that we make is for the hospitality world. So it has
A department store. So, and that was like 20 years ago when we first came out with the product.
yeah, and we will provide if your substrate that you're applying it to is different than in our current installation guidelines, we will work with your installer or just even
Right.
create new
Perfect.
All right, two more, so we'll run through them quick. What are your personal favorite collections? And are there any collections that surprise you on how much they just keep selling and selling, popular wise?
Oh,
Oh,
you go.
God.
I'll go with my favorite.
Okay. And I love the luxury of it and the originality of it. And I love when people recognize that for what it is. It's real. And I'm thrilled by when I see how people use our products. And
walls to make it metals or walls.
metals, wood,
We'll go to
walls.
He made it with the intention of making it look weathered. And that it had always been there, that it wasn't that screaming, look at me. Let's see if we can get somewhere in between.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it on ceilings, and the color is almost, it looks like leather. People cut it up and put it on that way. It's just a very rich and inviting texture. And it continues to sell.
Yes.
Every year.
And actually
that's a column.
Yeah.
I think that is in Dubai, as a matter of fact.
Look at the scale of this. This is
a hotel in, I think, the South.
This is it here.
Yeah. So it's one of those classic patterns that people, when you're in the business of introducing new products, you always hope for more than one classic, and that will be a constant sales.
I'm going to just show you when, this is how I describe when my mother came on she added this isn't so much bling, but a lot of bling to the company. And she added metallic paint to the weathered walls. It's a little.
And weathered, why don't you show
See,
them
you can see
weathered
the
metals,
gold.
weathered metals vinyl,
Okay.
because that is constantly sells every day.
But you can see this little bit of iridescent
Exactly.
and in the pigment, where the other one is more of a flat paint. Oh, Miss Julie, you probably know that, and Adam and all my other friends out there. This is Saks Fifth Avenue.
In Arizona.
Wow, you knew more than me. So you can see this is the metallic paint. So I wanted to show one other that you said, because even though weathered walls, weathered metals are very midly price, midline price, it's not crazy. We do also, it's only 30 inches wide, and we got a lot of requests for a wider product and a type 2. So for about $2 a square foot, you can get, there it is on the ceiling, you can get it on a type 2 vinyl. That's a little dark product.
And this is a product